a little bit of a difference. I did a little bit of a pre-workout, a plant-based pre-workout. I'm gonna talk about how that made me feel or didn't feel during today's deal. Other than the pre-workout, I really hadn't eaten anything else. Other than that, I've been pretty much fasting most of the day. So we'll see how it all works out. We'll see how much my strength is here and where we are now. Well, we start off with the pullovers, and I'm grabbing that same amount of weight, 360. At the beginning of this, to be honest, I'm not feeling very strong. In fact, I'm feeling like I'm struggling harder and harder. The difference here is that I'm actually not using the belt to hold me down or anchor me down. So I am using more strength. I end up doing the same amount of reps with this weight, but without the belt to hold me down, I'm using myself and my own strength to hold me down. So in a sense, I did get stronger. And this time I'm really trying to concentrate on moving right to that point of actual failure, you know, that really can spur or spawn a good deal of growth. And from the very beginning, I'm already out of breath. Now we're doing the pull down, stretching all the way up, second one. Now I ended up doing more reps on this as well. Once again, we're at, I believe, 230 with this weight. And once again, the best exercise for the tricep is this exercise. You pull it all the way up, but it also hits the lat. And finally, I just had to give up, and it pulled me out of the seat. This, I was only able to do one last time. So I'm doing this, and what makes it tough is that I hold it for 4 beats, and I slowly go down. Then I try the second one for the first time, and up it goes. Holding it for 4 counts, 1, 2, 3, 4, barely going down. So I thought I'd give it a shot and try for 3. And try to go up, and that's failure, because that's not going anywhere soon. We change grips and go to regular pull-up. So you'll notice I'm holding myself 1, 2, 3, 4, down slowly. Stretch all the way. Hold 2, 3, 4, stretching all the way down slowly and controlling everything. Now this is back to back with what I was just finished doing with the lat pull, and so it makes it even tougher because my grip was failing me pretty quickly on this because I've just taxed those same muscles a few moments ago. So it's almost like a superset in a sense because I'm working the same muscles, and I'm struggling, I'm straining, and eventually I get to the point where I just basically went to failure and couldn't. I needed to catch my breath. Now, ironically enough, because of how they have it set up, now I'm doing these rows. Instead of doing a barbell row, I wanted to go into the machine so I could concentrate on just holding. So I'm holding it. Once again, I'm actually trying to pinch my shoulder blades back together, okay? Now keep in mind here that we are indeed trying to make sure that we stay forward, lean forward, and squeeze and hold. This is bodybuilding, not powerlifting. And with bodybuilding, we're trying to tax the muscle to failure because that's the only way the growth is stimulated. Now, we don't grow in the gym, we grow out of the gym. But the gym is used to stimulate it. So I'm pushing myself pretty hard here. My back is pretty strong for the most part. And even though I don't see the muscles that you would see on, let's say, a typical Instagram model type guy, the muscles are there, I just got to work on that. So now we go to the dips, and I'm leaning forward and holding my feet up because that was a trick I learned from the godfather of bodybuilding, Mr. Glass. And once again, it allows for me to just concentrate on the chest and the triceps more than anything else. These are supposed to be regular ones. So I'm holding it, I'm rocking a little bit because I'm fatigued from all of that back work and the pull-ups and all of that. But I am still pushing myself, and now I'm trying to hold or at least a brief couple of seconds because I'm getting fatigued pretty easily. That's why I'm rocking so much, and I'm trying to continue to keep my legs up. That adds more strain to it when you lean forward. It begins to concentrate on what's happening with the chest, and it challenges the chest a little bit more. And because I'm going slow, and I'm not trying to just pump out as many as I possibly can, that leads me to failure pretty quickly. And listen, I'm getting a cardiovascular workout regardless. Now we're over here dealing with the bicep. Now this is actually supposed to be a negative, so I'm holding it for 4, then I'm slowly going down for about 6 to almost 8 clicks. Then I hoist it up by cheating, because I don't have a partner. That's where a partner would come in handy. This is just to do all the negative. And I believe this makes sense because I've already done pull-ups, and I've already done rows, and I've already done some other things. So Now we're trying to exhaust the muscle with actually the hold and the letting down aspect of a lift, which you're stronger that way. And that's one of the secret jewels or secret Easter eggs of this workout, which is when you do negatives, you've already exhausted your positive strength. So there's no way I'm going to pull it up because I'm already pre-exhausted from all the previous workouts. This exercise routine is very, very exhausting. And I'm feeling it from, I'm actually feeling some pain right now, but they do say no pain, no gain. Now we go to the tricep. Now, one thing I learned about that I was doing something wrong. I was told that I needed to put a little space my back and my buttocks and my upper back so that I have the right angle to do this so that I can bend my arms properly. Also, instead of flaring my elbows to the side, I want my elbows to be towards the front as much as possible because that will work the tricep more. I kind of had a little bit of a problem because I kept bumping the weight on the bench, but I did still get that full push with a heavier weight. Now, in this particular day, it has you to come back and do another bicep curl negative. And it takes an extra effort, so I'm pulling it up with my whole body to cheat it all the way up and slowly going down. I'm trying to stretch it all the way out. This is very taxing, and there are other parts of your body like your hamstrings or whatever that begin to strain as a result of this because you're just simply out of energy. But I'm hoping that this negative that I'm concentrating so hard in utilizing is going to add more peak to my bicep, and hopefully it'll add some more thickness to my forearms as well, because it's very exhausting, and I'm literally spent trying to gasp for air. Okay, now one thing about the flies here, this is the 25 pound. Now I learned something after I did this. I don't like my form on this, and I don't want you to copy this form exactly. I want you to lead up with your elbows, and I do it for the most part. But you notice how I'm pulling my weights up with my hands above my shoulders? That's straining me, and it's causing me some discomfort. Well, actually, after doing some more research, I learned that I actually shouldn't raise those weights above my shoulders. I should lead up with my elbows and keep them flared out and parallel because it's going to work the deltoid better. It'll avoid possible shoulder injury. So, in a sense, this is an example of how not to do it. Even though I have the strength to handle this in the 25-pound dumbbells, this is not the most productive way to work the deltoids. And I run the risk of really injuring myself, even though I'm trying to hold the weights up for 4 counts. It's just not quite where I needed to be, and I finally had to just give up. And that was before I injured myself, so that was a bit of good news. Now I'm going to the squat. Now, what you're seeing right now is we're doing the 310 squats. What I did to warm my glutes up and everything, I did 135 for 10 reps just to warm it up, and 225 to get my neck and my body used to the heavy weight. And then I did what I really wanted to do, which was the 310. And as I'm moving through this, I'm exhausted because I've used a lot more reps. When it comes to legs, according to Arthur Jones, the legs, you have to do more reps and take off the weight. I think next time what I want to try to do is I want to try to see if I can get 30 reps on the 310 instead of trying to go up to 435. Last but not least, this is the deadlift. Now, I went to the Olympic side of things and I kind of lost my grip here, but this is actually about 375, somewhere around there. After doing all that I've done, and this is the last exercise, I found myself exhausted pretty seriously. I was able to get up at least 3 reps. Now, I've done more weight at 405, but this is the first time I've gone through this whole day 4, and I did not skip a single exercise. So that's a vast improvement in strength overall on the 4th day.
At least I got through the whole thing today. I didn't quit. I did all the exercises this time around. Sure as hell wasn't easy though. Alcohol does rob your strength. Lord, I'm gonna get my life right. Day 4 complete. I'm prostate cancer guy.